Welcome to Creation SolidWorks. Today is 16th September, which is Malaysia Day. So as a tribute, today I'm going to create our country flag Jalur Gemilang in SolidWorks. Here is the detail drawing of the Jalur Gemilang, and the unit I'm going to use is IPS inch pound. And you can see here the detail drawing the unit as the scale. So I'm going to change 1 unit equal to 1 inch. So we have the Jalur Gemilang detail drawing over here, and for more specific, we also have the crescent and the star with the detail units. For Jalur Gemilang, I'm going to use 2 new features such as surfaces and split line to create this model flag. So let's begin. Please make sure you create a new part file and save it before you create the sketch. And make sure you change the unit before you start the sketching. So today I'm going to use inch, pound and second. So once you change the unit, you can create start the sketching. So today I'm going to use top plane to start the sketching. For we are going go by stage, which is reference sketching, reference plane, and we are going to convert the reference sketching into different sketch and make it split line on the surfaces. So one by one I will teach you. So first of all, I'm going to use top plane to sketch the reference sketching. So I'm going to use the center rectangle to create a rectangle. From the center is at the origin. So create a rectangle and give the dimension about, this one is 14 and this one is 28. So we are using 14 and 28, which is the scale is 1 to 2. It's according to the rules of the Malaysian flag. Okay, once we have created this 28 and 14, so in this sketch I'm going to create the overall detail of the Jalur Gemilang, the lines and the crescent and the star. Okay, before I'm starting to create the line and crescent and star, so you can see that the length of this rectangle is 14 to 8. So I'm going to use the line command. So from the midpoint over here, I connected to the visual extend. From the midpoint over here, I'm going to extend until here and connect it to here. So now we already know this is 14. From here to here, the length is 8. So you can see that the drawing is fully defined. Now I'm going to use the line command again. I'm going to draw one straight line over here, and then I'm going to give the dimension or the distance between the line and the edge is 1 inch. Now we are going to use the linear sketch pattern. So click on the linear sketch pattern and make sure you click on the entities to select this. You can see it's highlighted into pink and select this line. So once you select this line, you are going to select which direction you are going to use. If you use X direction, it will be move on your right. So I'm going to use Y direction. You can simply change the direction by changing the number of quantity we are going to copy. So once I place it into 2, you can see that the dotted yellow line, and then I'm going to give the distance between is 1 inch, and I'm going to change the direction is upward. I'm going to change to downward, and just I'm going to increase the quantity until it's reached this point, 7 and 8. So we have the 8, we need 8 copy to complete the line, and click OK. So now you can see that it's complete the line, but you can see that it's in underdefined because we need to redefine again the distance, or you just click on the last line, the last point, and just coincide with the line over here, so it's automatically fully defined. And then I'm going to use the same command, linear sketch pattern, and I'm going to select the entities, the line down here, and then I'm going to use the y-axis, and the distance in between is 1 inch. So I'm going to use y-axis until 6 units, and then click OK. For this, I'm going to give the distance over here is 1. Okay, now we have complete the lines as the detail drawing. So we have all the lines here. So we are going to focus on the crescent and the stars. So for the crescent and the stars, the detail drawing are over here. So first of all, I'm going to separate into 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then I'm going to create a center line for all this. Alright, so I'm going to click on the center line command. Just draw 4 lines freely, and then lastly we can give the dimension to it. Another center line over here, and the last center line over here, and then give the dimension to here is 2.75 inch, here to here is 3, then here to here is 3 again, here 2.5, and yeah, and then I'm going to create a center line horizontally for the 6 unit and the 5 unit and the 2 unit. Okay, for the 2 unit, I just create a center line at this point to here. For the 6 unit, from here to here, and from the origin to here. So you can see that it will, you can just click on the point and fix at the edge. Okay, now your sketch is fully defined. Okay, before we start the crescent and moon, we need to make sure that we place the center point at the right. Okay, we can see that the circle, the outer circle, the center point at the second line over here. So click on the circle, just create a circle, and you just select the edges until the upper line over here. So automatically the circle will be fully defined. And then I'm going to create another circle freely on this line, like this, and give the dimension to this is 5.33333. Okay, you can see that the distance between this circle and this circle is 1 unit. So I'm going to give a point as a reference to this and here, and using the smart dimension I'm going to give the distance is 1 inch. And then using the trim and this command, just trim the unwanted circle line. And yeah, so now you have the crescent over here. And then next we are going to create the stars. We have stars with 14 edges, and you can see that the outer circle is 5 unit, which is 5 inch, and the inner circle is 2 inch, and the center point is at the third line. So I'm going to create 2 circles over here, 1 and 2, and I'm going to give the dimension, this is 5 inch, and then this one is 2 inch. And make sure that this line for control and this line are for construction, so you will have a better visual to create the star. And then just using the line command, I'm going to select this point until here, and then again from this point until here. Alright, and then I'm going to make sure this line, the center line, and this line are symmetric. So to make it, once you make it symmetry, when you drag this line, it's automatically follow the second line, follow the first line. Okay, and then I'm going to use the circular sketch pattern to on this line and this line, and make it copy into 14. And I'm going to select the point at the center of here. So now you can see that it will align at this circle as the reference. And then I'm going to make sure the stars have 14 edges. Alright. Okay, redo again. We're going to select the center point is here, and the entities are 1 and 2. And the point, make it here, and then select over here. So just increase into 14. Alright, and just click. Okay. Now you can see that these edges and these edges need to be coincide to make sure that this star is closed loop. So just click on this point and drag until you can see that the yellow circle. Just click like that. So now the lines are closed loop, and then make sure that click on the origin and then you drag until to the center. Alright, our star is fully defined now. So you can see that we have complete our Jalur Gemilang sketch. This is the reference sketch. So once you complete, I'm just going to exit sketch. Okay, next, using the reference sketch, I'm going to create a flag, and I'm going to give a wavy effect to the flag to make sure that we can see the flag is in a wavy, realistic form. So for that, I'm going to create reference plane all over the edges. So for that, I'm making sure in isometric view. Okay, go to features and create reference geometry and click on plane. So I'm going to use the front plane first, and I'm going to give about 14 inch. Oh, no, 7 inch to the right. This is my plane 1, and then my reference plane 2 is I'm going to select on right plane, and then 14 inch flip offset. This is my plane 2, and then click on plane 1, again create a reference, third reference geometry, and then flip offset on the 14 also. Okay, and then lastly click on plane 2, create the last reference plane. This is about 28. Okay, now we have the 4 reference plane, and using this reference plane I'm going to create spline line to create the wavy effect. So first of all, I'm going to start with the plane 1, create a new sketch, and you can see that the spline command over here, just click on it and you make sure the edge is at this, and then you can see it's straight line. I'm just going to create a few points, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you click on the escape. Now you can see that the spline line create a wavy form on the plane 1. This line can be like this. Make sure that we no need to make sure that this is fully defined. This is just the reference, and you can just change anytime and anywhere. If you fix the point, you cannot change anytime So just exit the sketch. I'm going to use the I'm going to use the plane 2 for the second sketch. Okay, now you can see that. Okay, I'm going to sketch from here to here, same using the spline line. Just make sure you select any point at these edges, and I'm going to create one point, second point, and the third point, and then click escape. So now you have the wavy edges. So make sure that this edge and this edge are coincide. So for that, click on the point. While holding control, click on this point and add the reference coincide. So it's automatically will coincide with this line. So exit sketch. Now click on plane 3, create a new sketch using spline line command. Make sure for this I'm going to use 4 points, maybe 5 points, like this. Yes, I'm going to make sure this point and this point are coincide. Exit sketch. Lastly, at the plane 4, we are going to create a new sketch using spline line command. I'm going to use only 3 points. Okay, and I'm going to make sure this point and this point are coincide, as well as this point and this point are coincide. So to make sure that it's in a wavy, just drag it and move like this. Okay, now you can see that the sketch on these 4 planes are in a wavy form. Alright, so I'm just going to hide this plane for reference plane. Once I hide, you can see that in a wavy form. Okay, now I'm going to introduce a new feature, surface tool. You cannot use feature over here because this is for the solid. Now for the flat model, we are going to use the surface tool. For that, I'm going to insert, and you can see that the surface. And when you expand the surface, you can see that loft. Click on the loft. And for the profile, I'm going to select these 2 edges, starting and ending point. Just click on this edge and this edge. You can see that thin surface is produces, and then using the guided surface, we are going to select on this, automatically follow the sketch line, and I'm also going to click on this and click OK. So now you can see that it's almost in a surface with the guided wavy form. Okay, once we create the surface like this, again I'm going to create a plane. To make sure, I'm going to separate the crescent and moon into different, and this line into different sketch, so that I can differentiate the appearance and create the flag. So for that, I'm going to use the reference plane. The reference is about the top plane, and then I'm going to offset as 1 inch, just enough. Okay. Now I'm going to using the plane 5. I'm going to create a new sketch. We are going to use the convert entities to just recreate the sketch on this plane. Okay, click on convert entities and make sure you select chain. Click on any line of the crescent and the star. So it automatically select, and you click OK. Now you can see that the reference sketch is on the plane 5. So you go to the feature and make sure you can see the curve, and before that you exit the sketch first, and then use the split line feature and select the sketch 6. Type of split is projection, and the face is going to select the surface and click OK. So it automatically follow the surface wave, and you can create the model of the flag. And now we are going to create these lines. Okay, for that I'm going to again create a sketch on plane 5. For now, I'm just going to select these lines, not the rectangle over here. So for that, I'm going to create the outer border line for this, like this, here, and here. Okay, and then using the linear sketch pattern, I'm going to click on this line first. Sorry, did it. Insert again, linear sketch. Make sure you click on the entities pattern and then click on this line, and then make it 1. We are going to use y-axis. The distance between the line is 1 inch, and then change direction, and we are going to use 9 lines. Okay, and click OK. So you can see that the lines are created. Again, use the same command. Click on this line, and then I'm going to use y-axis. The distance is 1 inch, and then the lines are 6. Okay, you can see that there is no dimension. Just click on the point and make sure you can see the relation coincide and click OK. So now we already create this line over the plane 5. exit sketch. Same, using at the curve, you can see the split line, and then use the projection on this surface. Alright, so before that I'm going to hide this. Right. Okay, now you can see that the reference sketch is already on the surface, which it's follow the wavy form of the surface. Now we complete the model flag. I'm going to hide this plane as well. So just hide the plane. Alright, so I'm going to give the appearance edit on this flag. So our Jalur Gemilang, we have 4 different color: yellow, blue, red, and white. So I'm start with the crescent and the moon. So you make sure click on this, clear this first, click on the faces, and then I'm going to select the yellow, and you just drag your cursor to the shape. You can see it's highlight only here and here. Okay, so now you can see that we can create appearance on the surface. Again, you change. I'm going to use the blue. If you select on Jalur Gemilang, it will select all the faces. So I'm going to clear over here, and then I'm going to select the face, and then I'm going to select this face only. Click OK, and then again clear first, select faces. I'm going to use red for the lines. So you can see that our lines has red, white, red, white. Okay, select red, red, red. Alright. And then lastly, we are going to give white color for the flag. For this, you can just click on the Jalur Gemilang and click on this. It automatically will fill the white color at the blank position. Alright, so we are complete the Jalur Gemilang model flag. So you can see that the flag is in a wavy form. Yes. So I'm going to add the real graphic view. Maybe not for this, but I'm going to add shadow, ambient occlusion, perspective. Maybe you can use cartoon form to make sure you can see the colors up in a clear way. So yeah, that's how to create a model flag. You can use these comments to create other country flag also. And today I'm going to create this Jalur Gemilang as a tribute to our Malaysian Day, which is on 16 September 1963. Alright, so I'm going to give some explanation about our flag. So you can see that our flag is included with 4 colors, and moon, crescent moon, and the stars with 14 different lines. Okay, first of all, I'm going to explain about the crescent and the star. So the crescent and the star, which is symbolize the Islam as our official religion of our country, while the 14 broken star shows that unity of 13 states and the federal government, as well as the 14 line also state that the 13 state and the federal government. Now we are looking for the colors. We have yellow, blue, red, and white. The yellow shows the sovereignty of the constitutional king, as well as supporting and respecting the full constitution and philosophy of our Rukun Negara. While the blue shows that unity of the people Malaysia is in multiracial, united, and striving in advancing science-based economic development and modern technology. While the red shows that courage and we are prepared to face all the obstacles to position Malaysia as the developed country. While the white shows the purity, sincerity, and seriousness to enhance the resilience of the civilized and personable people of Malaysia. So that's all for today's video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.